Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, coverage for the PNC Championship begins Friday on Golf Channel, starting at noon with the Pro-Am. The tournament starts Saturday on Peacock at 1 p.m. before heading over to NBC at 2 o'clock. And then on Sunday, golf starts at 11:30 Eastern on Peacock. So for more from Orlando, here's Rich Lerner and John Cook.
Anna, thanks. Tiger and Charlie breathed new life into the PNC Championship in what I thought, John, was one of the most entertaining weekends of 2021. Here we are. Charlie's certainly filled out. He's now 13, almost 14 years old. What's the difference between Charlie this year and last?
Well, last year you saw a Charlie that was a young boy. We'll just call him a young boy, but he looked very professional. This year, he's a teenager now. He's grown. He's bigger, stronger. The hit on his golf ball is going to be a little bit different. So it really look forward to seeing, exactly where his game has progressed, from which we saw like a little professional last year, and now he's got another year under his belt.
How far is he hitting it?
I would imagine probably around 260, 270, I think would be a fair estimate. I haven't seen a whole lot of them, just, videos like everybody else. So anxious to see, what the sound of it, it's going to be a different sound to his golf ball this year compared to last. But he was doing things last year that you wouldn't really expect a 12-year-old to do, shaping shots, looking like a little professional. This year will be a little bit different.
Tiger said that he wants Charlie to copy Rory's swing, not his. What do you think of that advice?
That would be a good one. If you're going to try to copy a swing, Rory McIlroy would certainly be a good one to emulate. But I can understand why Tiger would say, you really have to be your own person. You don't want to try to copy somebody. If you have some characteristics that you like in a Rory's swing, and maybe it fits more to Charlie's build than it does to Tiger's, but that would be a good one to have.
Tiger has said that Charlie is starting to ask all the right questions. What do you suppose those questions are?
Just golf questions. Not so much about swing, but, where to tee the ball up on certain holes, shot shape, flighting the golf ball. How do I learn to take spin off the golf ball, put spin on the golf ball? Just, maybe, playing of the game of golf. Not just, hitting golf, making a golf swing, but actually hitting shots and using them when you can.
How do you think Tiger will prepare, if you can at all, prepare Charlie for the intense scrutiny that he's almost unquestionably going to face when he shows up at junior and then later amateur events? That's
a tough one. I don't know if you really can until you just get into it and see how he reacts to certain things going on around him. If he's comfortable with it, understands, doesn't get short, just enjoys himself. Tiger went through that whole thing, so there's no better person to, go to and ask those types of questions on how you handle yourself around, in other golf events, around other kids, around other adults. I think that Charlie's around enough adults that he knows how to, handle himself there. So it's just maybe, just more experience on where they are, where they're playing, and who they're exposed to.
Is it your sense, John, that Charlie really wants to do this?
Sure seems like it. Things, will happen. As a teenager, there's a lot of distractions nowadays with, when I was certainly growing up, and I know when Tiger was growing up, there wasn't really video games or cell phones and all. It just depends on Tiger letting Charlie be Charlie Woods, enjoy himself, be a kid. Be a kid, but, it just, you see where he goes with this. If he really wants to do this, he'll commit to this game. But I also would like to see him maybe get away from the game a little bit at some point in time. I don't know if he's still playing soccer or playing other sports. I think that's a big key into the development of young teenage boys, is to let them play some other sports, be out amongst some other kids. But if his main focus is going to be golf, hey, that's fine.
You've been around the game a long time. You were an elite junior and amateur player, U.S. amateur champion 1978. When you watch Charlie swing the club, and I know there are thousands of good-looking swings out there in the junior and amateur ranks, but when you watch him swing the club, you think what?
It's impressive. It's impressive as a 12, 13-year-old to swing a golf club that technically good, that mechanically sound. I know when I was a kid, I just kind of had a swing, and I just went with that swing. When I started working with Ken Venturi when I was 14, we started to tighten things up and make it a real golf swing instead of just hitting golf shots and playing naturally. Nothing about Charlie's swing looks manufactured. It just is a good-looking, technically sound golf swing that as he gets bigger and stronger, he's already in that golf swing. It'll just get better.
When I watch Charlie, the few times we've seen him, what I think is that here's a young guy who knows. That he knows how to swing it. He knows how to stand. He knows how to walk.
Yes,
he knows every little tick and touch. The entire presentation looks professional.
It does, yes, it does.
But then if you learned at the foot of the Dalai Lama, and Tiger is golf's Dalai Lama, well, then you two would know. And I think last year, certainly, when they reeled off 11 consecutive birdies on that final day, on Sunday, a spirited bid to track down John Daly and his son, John Daly II. He showed Tiger's propensity to deliver in the clutch while wearing Sunday red and black.
Yes.
Again, I thought it was one of the best shows of the year, and I think we're in for something really special again, Joe.
Looking forward to this weekend, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen Charlie, by the way, he really looks different. I mean, he's filled out in the face. When you go from 12 to 13, you have kids, you know.
Right.
And by the way, Jeff Fabian, our producer, pointed out that when you go from age 12 to 13 in baseball, you go out of Little League and Little League dimensions, and you're playing now Major League dimensions. You go from, what, 45 to 60 feet, pitcher's mound and home plate, and then the bases are Major League bases. It's 90 feet between between bases. So Charlie's, we think he's arrived. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. Let's now go over to Todd Lewis. Todd?
Well, today was the first day of the Pro-Am here at the PNC Championship. Tiger Woods not a part of the Pro-Am on Thursday. He is expected to arrive in Orlando Thursday evening and will be on the property here at the Ritz-Carlton Grand Lakes on Friday for a Pro-Am alongside his partner/son, Charlie. Now, yesterday we showed you on Golf Central the teeing grounds for all the players, and there was a special exception for Charlie Woods. Now, the last 2 years he's played in this PNC Championship, he's played from the most forward tee. He was supposed to move a tee back for ages 12 and 13 in this tournament, but because he is such a strong player for his age, the committee here at this championship decided to move him back yet another tee. He wouldn't be playing the championship tees, but the next tee up, which would have him on the same teeing ground as Nelly Korda, John Daly, and Vijay Singh. Well, that was Wednesday. Overnight, the committee decided to make a change and move him to the appropriate tee for his age. So he's going to move only one back from where he's played the last 2 years. That's about 6,450 yards total yardage on the scorecard. I asked Joe Terry, the chief referee here at the PNC Championship, why he made that decision to move Charlie back to the tee that he's supposed to be playing on. He said, well, first, I did have a conversation with Tiger Woods about where he should be playing. But secondly, I looked at the history of this championship, and Charlie should be playing at the same tee that he's supposed to be playing at for his age. He shouldn't be penalized for being such a good player at the age of 13. Anna?
Good stuff. Thank you once again from Todd Lewis. Well, that is it from here for this Golf Central update. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you very soon.